BYD has sold 5,000 Qin L PHEV sedans in the first 3 days. The $13,500 PHEV sedan has been a big hit in China, and BYD may hit its 2024 sales target of 3.6 million. It is truly on the path to world domination here. Last week, BYD officially opened its first store in the Caribbean, Trinidad and Tobago, with plans to expand to Jamaica, Barbados, and the Cayman Islands. However, BYD's most important news came from sales of the Qin L PHEV sedan. The brand has sold more than 5,000 units in 3 days. This is impressive, but could this be the beginning of the end for small sedans from the West in China? According to CarNewsChina, BYD has been consistently selling the Qin L and Seal 06 compact PHEV sedans since BYD chairman Wang Chuanfu personally handed over the first few keys to their owners on May 28. Since then, BYD stores have been filled with buyers interested in signing and driving the sedans. BYD had its best sales year in 2023, but has plans to increase that figure by 20% for 2024. Despite the slowdown in China, BYD continues to launch new products and enter more markets in Asia, Latin America, and Africa. Real-world test results of the Qin L and Seal 06 continue to pour in, with Chinese journalists, reviewers, and influencers attesting to spectacular fuel economy. Barring a few exceptions, most have achieved an astonishing 80 mpg to 0.9 for L 100 km, with some claiming that they have touched above 90 mpg to 0.5 for L 100 km. Of course, it's unclear whether these numbers can be repeated outside of the very specific driving conditions of China, but the results are still very impressive. These real-world results and the affordable prices of the Qin L and Seal 06 meant that buyers started coming. Both the Qin L and Seal 06 start at $13,769, $99,800 CNY, which, while cheap, isn't that far off when compared to the rest of the Chinese market. A similarly sized Toyota Levin starts in the middle of the Qin L and Seal 06 price range, even though it's a gas-only model. Regardless, some BYD dealers claim they sell 15 to 16 models per day, with no end in sight. The same dealer claims there is at least a 60-day queue for the new Qin L model. This proves that BYD really knows what the Chinese market wants and how to deliver it effectively. People in China want compact sedans with strong economy that aren't too expensive, and the Seal 06 and Qin L appear to be those cars. However, that's not good news for Western automakers. For a very long time, the Nissan Sylphy Sentra was one of the best-selling cars in China, and was very popular as a ride-sharing vehicle due to its low price and large back seat. However, the Qin L and Seal 06 are just as cheap, offer PHEV new energy credentials, which often come with cheap or free registration fees in many Chinese cities, and are just as spacious. Suppose Nissan, General Motors, Toyota, and anyone else competing for buyers in the small sedan segment in China don't want to be completely left behind. In this case, they will need a credible competitor as soon as possible. If BYD aims to sell 3.6 million cars this year, 20% higher than last year's figure, if sales of the Seal 06 and Qin L continue to move at this pace, they might just succeed.